Hi, I'm Terry Farr, Executive Director for the Greater Picayune Area Chamber of Commerce. Today we're having our chamber conversations where I talk with business owners and employees. Today I'm visiting with Christy Goss. How you doing, Christy?
Hi.
Having a good day?
Great day.
Good day. Christy is the Special Projects Administrator for the City of Picayune. And she also, of course, is a chamber member and is the secretary for the board of directors for the chamber. And then the city is a governmental sponsor. So we appreciate everything that you do and the city does, not only for the chamber, but for the city and for the community. So we appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, who is Christy Goss?
Well, I'm a mother of two, so I'm always busy with teenage girls, and I'm very involved in the community, and I have a hard time saying no. So that probably keeps me a little bit busier, not being able to say no. I enjoy being busy though, and I enjoy meeting people and hearing about the needs and desires in the community and matching people up. Not necessarily dating matching up. However, I have a good record with that. Set a dear friend up on a blind date, and they married about 6 months later.
Oh, wow.
And they're still happy. So, yeah.
Still happily married?
Still happily married. Good. To each other. To each other.
Oh, wow.
So, but I am involved in putting on the Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. I have been involved with Friends of Bali a little bit. They do creek cleanups in our community. And working for the city, I'm very excited about that role. I came on board almost 7 years ago under City Manager Jim Luke and, of course, Mayor Ed Pinero, one of our great mayors. He's very nice and very easy to work with. So is our council people, council members. So I'm able to go and promote Picayune, my hometown, and attract people here, show people what we have to do here. People will say, there's nothing to do. Well, when you get involved, there's so much to do. I mean, we have a great chamber that's always doing activities and projects. We have the Rotary Club, we have Kiwanis Club, the Main Street, which is gearing up for Street Fair.
Don't forget the Lions Club.
That's right, Lions Club. That's right.
Now we got a lot of good.
There's a lot of great civic clubs, and one thing that I'm most proud of, it's a small town, which is great. Love the charm, love the atmosphere, but I love that our community is so giving. When it's a project, everyone pitches in and makes it happen, or if someone is in need, whether their child's going through a cancer at that moment or a tragedy, everyone comes together. And of course there's happy times, not just tragedies, but happy times.
So how did you get hooked up with the city, coming to work for the city? Did you do that by meeting somebody?
Back in high school, at Picayune Memorial High School, we had a campus security council and a security director, and that would be Jim Luke. And I was walking down the hall one day, and I saw him, and I said hello, and he said, I know who you are. I know who your mother is. So that kind of told me,
meant you need to be on your best behavior?
That's right. Like, you might know some people. So I began as one of his aides, like an office aide, security aide, and we struck up a friendship through the years, and I've learned a lot from him. And so I was in dentistry, working as a dental assistant for 14 years in Slidell.
Wow.
I know. I couldn't believe how much time had gone by.
Man, you're like Misty. Y'all started all this when you were 12.
That's right. That's right. But I loved it, and I learned a lot, but I just felt like it was time for a change. So I contacted a few people that I knew and said, these are the things that I like, these are the things that I don't like. Think about me. So time went on, and Mr. Jim said, hey, I'm taking on the role as city manager, and I think with your passion and excitement for Picayune, and you should come work for us. So here I am.
So you did.
I did, and it's been a
lot
of
of fun. And you're still smiling.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, most days. But when you're doing things that you like and things that you're passionate about, then it's easy to smile.
Yeah. So the city isn't necessarily a typical, type business, but since you've been here, what'd you say, 7 years?
Yes, almost
So,
7.
over that 7 year period of time,
Mhm.
have you seen many changes in what you do or what the city does, or?
Well, I've been fortunate to have the same mayor, same council members for the most part, and same city manager and city clerk. So sometimes there's a lot of changes that occur in administration in a higher level. So that has made the transition in the job, I think, easier, flows better. I started coming on board doing grants with Tommy Dow,
Mhm.
and then he moved away, and so I had big shoes to fill. So then Miss Carol Fitzwilliams was the
Mhm.
city's retirement director, and she retired. And so her position, I started doing some of that, and then events, and it's like, well, I'll get into that too. So the role changes, and so we kind of put everything together in special projects, and it's worked out well.
Well, I got a feeling I know what you're going to say, but I got to ask you this. So do you think that Picayune's a good place for people to either start a business or come to work? What's your thoughts on
I
Picayune,
think it's a
Mississippi?
great place. You have a great location, so you have small town, low crime, a great hospital. You have the ability to be anywhere if you want a big city, or if you are looking for some kind of other adventure than what we have to offer here. As far as the business goes, I think you should do your homework. I think you should see how your business could be unique, and what the demographics are around you, and you should prepare for at least 1 year. If you're a small business anyway, prepare for at least 1 year, see how things go. Hopefully it's going to go well and do well. And then if you're a big business, we have an industrial park area. We have land available here in the city limits, and then of course in the county too. You have access to rails, the interstate, and the water's not far away. So as far as transportation and transporting things, we're a great location.
Well, I moved here in '98, and I just saw all of that as potential, and so things are going good here, and I think we got a lot going for us. And one thing that I've shared on some of our other videos is I hope that some of our students are watching our videos. So if you're a chamber member, please let your student watch this. So have you got any tips for maybe the 10th, 11th, 12th graders as far as, making good grades? And, I don't know, that's maybe just an outright loaded question, but...
well, I have a 16-year-old who's in 10th grade, and she knows it all.
Is she going to be watching this video?
Yes.
Okay.
You talk to her, and I know. So you kind of think that the grass is greener, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Well, you might learn some things as you continue on graduating and going to college, but there's just something about our small town that draws you back.
Right.
It's very unique. We are the only city in the nation named Picayune, so that's a great unique feature about us. But when you come back home and you know people and you trust people and people are caring and kind, that matters. And I've known several classmates. They went away to college. Some even lived in other cities, and they've came back and rooted and put their families here. And some own businesses. Some work for big business. So it's just a diverse group.
Yeah, good. So what questions have I not asked you that you wished I had asked? Or if we get through this, you go, oh, I wish I'd have said this. Any final words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom.
Or thoughts?
Yeah. I love to learn from people, and I love to talk to people, of course. I could talk all day to the wall probably, but that's how you learn. You talk to different people in your community. You can learn the history of the area. You can learn, so much about who's who, what's what. I think that's what's helped with this job, learning the background. And you had talked earlier about change, and I forgot to mention, there has been a lot of change here in the city. We've, got different lights going in, different street signs going in. Things look more inviting with the beautification of the city, and that takes everyone to do that. It takes the groups picking up trash. It takes the city to pick up the trash. It takes everyone participating to make the flowers look beautiful. And we have a greenhouse project, and we learned how to have the greenhouse project from another city that said, hey, you can have this. So it's just great to network because there's so much to learn.
And one thing, if you're in Picayune, be sure to drop by the chamber. Have you been by lately? They somebody had run into our shrubbery out there on Highway 11, so I think I called you about that, and you took it from there. And so they pulled up all that shrubbery, and now we have about 17, 18, 20 rose bushes out there, and they're working on the corner, making it look real nice. So they're beautifying downtown, so I appreciate the city for doing that. And it's good. We do have a great city. We got a great downtown.
I was born and raised here, but working for the city, I have learned so much more about the city. So sometimes it's great to be a tourist in your own town.
Right. So is there a website, Facebook, telephone number in case anybody says, oh, well, I'd like to find out more? Or
we have all that. We have a website, www.picayune.ms.us. We have a Facebook page, and it's titled City Hall of Picayune. That way you know where you're getting your information from. It's come from City Hall. And we do work in conjunction with the Picayune Police Department, putting out information. We have, it's called One Call 311.
Right.
If you have debris that you would like picked up, or there's an issue with the street sign, or just different things, you can dial 311, and they'll put it on the list for the repairs to happen or whatever you might need.
Right.
And then here at City Hall, I tend to get a lot of different calls and different.
I understand.
So I can't say no. So I just direct and try to help the best that I can. And we do offer some field trips for kids. They'll call us and want to learn about city government or the fire department or history, or so that's always fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Lots of people like to ride the train, and they'll go by the train depot. And the train depot is a great museum for transportation, but also there's pictures of Picayune's past in there. And it's free, and you can wander around and then get a cup of coffee when you're there.
There you go. Hey, you can drop by the chamber too. So,
That's right.
Well,
Great
I
partner.
appreciate you being on Chamber Conversation. We'll be having more of these chamber conversations with other sponsors and other, again, businesses and employees. And so appreciate you tuning in. And if you liked our video, be sure to like it and share it with other maybe non-chamber members. And so we appreciate you watching this. And also, too, you might want to consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. So got anything else other than tell everybody goodbye?
Get involved.
Get involved
in your community
Get
and
involved.
enjoy it.
There you go.
Thank you for having me.
Make it a great day.